Again, I saw this movie. I told you, when I see movies, read books, do whatever, click on things, it's like a Horcrux, and it opens up a doorway for me. Alright? The one guy before Congress that made the thing for the doctor not to show up to testify. And they said, you can't circumvent Congress. But they did. Okay? The truth of it is they fucking did. Alright? The senators and the representatives can put on a fucking show. But she didn't show up to testify. He silenced her. He got fired. He fell on the sword like old fucking Ollie North. And he was the big hero to save all these people. But they did. Okay? They did pull the shit past Congress. They do get it caught up in legalities, litigation, and bullshit. They do it because it's fucking paper posies, paper fucking roses. It's protocol and bullshit. You're all protected by a bunch of fucking paperwork from a bunch of assholes who do the same kind of shit they sell. You have paperwork. You have loopholes in the Constitution. You have loopholes in the Patriot Act that protect you and let you be fucking rapers and molesters. That's what fucking Michael Aquino got away with. I told you guys this. There's protections in the Bill of Rights and the Constitution for religious liberties for him to molest children, to use sex manipulation networks within public structures like churches and businesses and the whole 9 yards. We all have urges sexually. They trace strong signals of people that you are connected to spiritually. And then they set up conditions for them to be illegal conditions with minors from people with institutions and higher learning institutions, business institutions, church institutions, and they set these conditions up to predicate on them, and then they own them. And there's evidence, because who's watching who, that it's people in the U.S. military that are fucking protecting fucking rapists that are setting these all up. Little fucking asshole, pedophile, rapists, manipulated, repeat sex offender predators that do this shit to people that are not orientated to be this way, but they force these issues, they train these issues, and they use scientific research to make these issues work on their behalf. Now, I may not get these loaded up onto YouTube so the general public can see them, but I can go put them at the library and put them available to hacker networks, so YouTube and Facebook can't watch these, but all the hacker networks where all the hackers need to learn to go, and all the people need to go, so lots of people are watching this. Okay? So I don't care if it gets on YouTube or Facebook or not. Your ass is still getting kicked, you bitch-ass little fucking hoes. We've discussed this many times, okay? My ex-wife and my stepdaughter were part of military manipulation sex groups that don't know what's happening. They don't know. They're just being groomed, okay? And they're meant to bring down people in religious groups and business groups, and especially people with strong telekinetic relative communication abilities and influence, okay, like me. I'm one of the tops on their list. We can all transgress and feel what's happening to us and commit the sin in their mind, but physically, you can resist. And I'm living proof. And you guys are going to fucking go down, and I fucking am excited about it. I can't help but fucking be excited about it. All you little network perverts, sorry-ass little pieces of shit who point fingers at everybody else and say how perverse they are, when you're the perverts, I can't wait till the paper roses are lifted off of your little hiding, living graves and the truth comes out on you, and you have to walk through the street while everybody else gets to sit there and say, you were talking all this shit about Ralph Earl Parsons Jr., and you were the shit you talk. Happy days. I can't wait to see the day, even if I'm only there in spirit. If you murder my physical body before this day happens, my spirit will see it, and I'll see it through the eyes of the faithful. And Jesus' spirit will be smiling, and so will Ralph Earl Parsons Jr., Tupac Shakur, Selena Quintanilla, Keith Elam, and a bunch of others. You guys are going down. It's just a matter of time. We'll blow it all up. We'll see what happens. I think the computer networks are set up to prevent you from doing a lot of bullshit. I think it's just a matter of time. I think it's just because we're forgiving, we're gracious, and we don't like collateral damage. It's just a matter of fucking attrition before you little fucking rapists, manipulators, and hiders are shown for what you are. And like I said, even if I'm not there in the flesh, if I'm only there in spirit, I'm going to be smiling. And Jesus will not save you from this. I repeat, Jesus will not save you from this. You will reap what you sow. I repeat, Jesus will not save you from this. You will reap what you sow. You will earn what you get. You cannot hide under his coattails. I stand naked before the Lord in all my sin and virtue, and so does he. And so will you. And you will reap it. I've had it with this. There are no spiritual warfare groups like my mama told me. There's self-responsibility when it comes to religiousness and spirituality, because you're talking about an omnipotent, omnipresent God like Mike told me in Sierra Vista that holds you accountable and atonable for what you do. And you will reap it. And people will see it and will hear it. And you'll be there in the flesh or in spirit. But you'll reap what you sow. Because the truth will come out, just like it says in the Bible, just like it did with the Kennedys, just like it did with Martin Luther King, just like it did with and all the people like the Nixons and the Reagans. All his bullshit's coming out. Old Mr. Reagan. Oh, that's why you guys had to skip past Carter being the worst president and start blaming Nixon for being the worst president, because he probably was. You get a load of Reagan when all the history starts coming out of him. I already did jump him on the nuclear weapon bullshit and all the other bullshit, and Angela Davis bullshit and everything like that. Reagan is nobody's hero, and neither was Nixon, and they're both pretty similar. Only we got 8 years of Reagan and only about 6 of Nixon. It's going down. Bullshit, the truth is coming out. I'm not saying Clinton was perfect. Clinton had all his little dirty business deals and all his bullshit he got away with too. But it's sex. But he's not a sex predator, no. Well, yeah, he is. Fucking what he did to Paula Jones and all that shit and stuff like that too. But he has a big group of guys in Congress and in the military that get away with that. Oh, he's just being one of the boys. I told everybody that too. I said, if Paula Jones was my girl, Bill Clinton would have his face smashed into his fucking desk. My girl doesn't want to sleep with you, you fucking bitch. Boom! I don't care if you're the governor. I don't care if you're fucking the Messiah himself. My girl doesn't want to sleep with you, bitch. She's my girl, not your girl to try to fucking talk to have sex with because you're the fucking governor. Okay? Govern this. BAM! Your own fucking dick, you stupid son of a bitch. Not everybody wants to fucking sleep with you contrary to your popular fucking opinion in your fucking head. I told you, women will flirt with me. I know when women are attracted and when they're not. Wow. I mean, it's just, when they flirt with me, I'm like, whoa, you think I'm attractive and you're attracted to the things that I do and say? Oh my gosh, that is such a beautiful honor. And then what I say is like, of course, I can't, I can just be flattered by it, but that's it. Like Barney Miller on that episode when that one lady was hitting on me, he goes, so far I've only left it in my heart. And he loved his wife. And like women sometimes will flirt with you just to let you know that they find what you did extremely attractive, but they love their husband more than they would love trying to seduce you. Well, that's way cool. I dig that. That's awesome. But it is fun flirting with you and watching you blush. That's not funny, but we're all human. I know. You should knock it off, though. But I'm intensely flattered and honored that you would flirt with me and find me attractive by my deeds. All right, ladies. Gentlemen, folks, it's just a matter of time. And like I tell everybody on Facebook, man, even if I'm only there in spirit, I will be there. And I can guarantee you, Jesus isn't going to save you from this. You'll have to live it out through history, and your book's pages will be written. Or if you're brave enough to be physically alive when this shit all hits the fan because you were too cowardly to do it your own damn self, it'll happen. It's not a question of if, it's not a question of when. And like, if I'm not alive to be there in the flesh because these people are trying to murder me, they try to murder everybody. Man, my best friend I just went to go visit had a double bypass, okay? Here in town. The stresses and the things and the way that the medical industry has, and just our society in general, I never got a chance to meet Selena. They murdered her before we could. I never got a chance to meet Keith Elam. They murdered him before I could, okay? Me and Shell never got to see each other again and hang out and still be really good friends because she's courageous and brave, and she believes, she would do the same kind of thing, stand up for people like I would, because she's that type of lady. And I'll never get to see her again. Do you understand me? Because of the type of woman she is. So they can get rid of you. They can kill you. They're all apostles of the Lord. I'm just the one who's most like Jesus. I'm just a human being. I died too. Okay? Uncle John died. Uncle Saladin died. Many of my uncles have died, been killed by evil ones in the flesh. But spiritually, we live. Okay? So if I make it, I make it. If I don't, I don't. I knew what was going on when I took it on. I was scared at first because I didn't want to die, and I kind of wanted I got to live through this. It says in the book, I get a wife like the one I've always dreamed of since I was a little kid. Nothing's guaranteed. I'm doing this for the kids, for my Katie, for my Emmy, for Jenny's Maxie and Emmy, for Will and Jada's Willow, Trey and Jaden, anybody and everybody and every child that can survive through this bullshit hell that they've created, and restore beauty and balance and truth, honor and character and stuff. That's why I'm doing this. Do I want to live through it? Oh, hell yeah, I do. I hate this fucking hell. I want to be there when the kingdom of heaven is. I want the medical things that they use to help keep people safe and detoxed, and then start detoxing our planet just in general, and having people be less sick and have to pay less for their antidotes. Oh, hell yeah, I want that. They could do it just like that. Rich people could show up, help me feel better, stop trying to get me to get depressed, tired, and whatever and stuff like that. I'm physically a healthy person compared to most people. Do you understand me? We're all being poisoned. We're all being murdered by forms of cancer and disease and stuff like that. You're all always at the hospital and stuff like that. I am one tough son of a Mick, okay? I'll be fine. If I'm not, my body will do what it's got to do to fight what's happening to me. I'll be all right, but I'm fine. Okay? I'm healthy compared to most people. Just trust me on that one. But I'm beat up and I'm knocked down. And they try to kill me, but they try to kill all of you too. Why do you think I get up every day and kick that ass? It's just my fucking job. Alright? This shit's very real. I'm not making anything up. And whenever I get little assholes saying it's not true and you sick fucking bastards and stuff like that, they're attached to little groups and stuff that are helped to try to do little spin doctor bullshit and fake and shit for assholes like Peter Fabre and shit like that. So that M. Cummings and Peter Bartley, they're just people coming in that try to bot into this stuff. That's why there's no pictures on that thing. They don't show their faces. They don't want to see their faces. When the truth comes out, they try to cover their faces up in their fucking coats as they're walked into fucking federal buildings and government buildings and stuff to face charges. And 9 times out of 10, they got a little network that gets them fucking out of it. You saw this movie. Watch it. Watch it. They think they're invisible. This is a surveillance age, you sorry pieces of shit. Everything will come back against you. Everything you say can be used and will be used against you, but it doesn't matter because everything you did is under surveillance and on the hard drive of Fort Huachuca. So just take that and smoke it, you little fucking bitch. You want to take a confession? You want to give one? Alright. God sees all. Now the devil has the ability to do it. Congratulations. You see what temple you're set with, right? Alright. Blessings and peace. Love you too.